Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the AJ Double, and welcome back to another edition of Straight Go-Go Talk. I'm here with a special guest. Believe it or not, I looked up to this dude. He's younger than me, but I looked up to this dude when he was doing this thing back in the day. I got a chance to see this guy back in the day doing this thing. And him, his brother, his father, everybody was just a big inspiration to me. And I always will pay forever homage to this man. But I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself. What's up, man? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Everybody know who I am. My name Gavin, man, a.k.a. Gambino. Nah, man, I just represent Go-Go from my heart. And I'm just happy to be here.
Absolutely. Happy to have you. Are you playing with any band currently right now?
No.
At all?
Nah, I got to take a break for a little while.
So is that a break completely, or is that a break, just for the time being, or are you doing other music?
I'm thinking about completely, but it's time for me to put my heart into just music, because I come from a family that's bigger than Go-Go, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
At the end of the day, after 21 years of Go-Go, it's time for me to just put my heart and soul in something else,
Long time. Well, let me ask you this question. Who were some of the people in bands, that inspired you, as a youngin' coming up? Big bands, local bands, whatever. Who were some of the people in those bands, or just bands in general? You know what I'm saying? That was inspiring to you.
First and foremost, I'm definitely say Junkyard, Bugs, Pratt, Bruce. Loved to the death back in the day, you know what I mean? And then I can move on to Backyard. I'm truly a Backyard fan now. Rest in peace.
For me, they was also inspirational to me too. I looked up to BU for a long time. Locally, those boys, and this was before I was even able to actually go out with those though. But that's a good thing, they definitely are inspiration to people. How do you feel about, all the drama and the underhand stuff that goes on in Go-Go, right now? It's a lot of hate, a lot of people trying to tear each other down. How do you feel about that?
When it comes to drama is just something that's just stuck in some people's life, you know what I'm saying? And then, at the end of the day, to me, I look at everybody as a big family, you know what I'm saying? Which I know that others don't look at it the same way because, like you said, there's certain stuff going on, you know what I mean? And I ain't the type of person that's gonna put nobody's name out there because a lot of the stuff that, I conversate about our Go-Go industry in Annapolis, you know what I'm saying? I know that people already know how I feel, or they already know that I know what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
So like you were saying, man, you said that, some people just don't lose, stay stuck in a drama, life-wise, they always are thinking negative, and I can understand, I respect that, don't want to put no names out there because those people know who they are. Some people, as a hater has a job to do, and
right.
That's their job, and that's what they do, so let them do it. There's nothing you can do to change that. But how do you think we could curb that? How can we curb that as by coming together as one? How do you think, what could you do if you were still currently playing Go-Go right now? What could you do to kind of change up or to try to get a person out of that negative? Or what kind of positive, encouragement could you give them in order to get them to not think like that?
First of all, just keep playing and doing what you love to do, you know what I'm saying? Because see, you got some people that play, you know what I mean, but they don't love it. I love it, you know what I'm saying? I love music, you know what I'm saying? So some people, mix up everything and make it on a level that this is where they are right now, and right. You can't forget about where you come from, or the ones that come before you, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just staying focused and doing what you do, and as far as me, it's just like sports. If I'm on the team and you on the team, you know what I'm saying? You the Brent, I'm LeBron, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though I know that we competitive, at the end of the day, we can give each other that when
Absolutely.
the game is over with.
Absolutely.
Or when we being, talked to or whatever, we gonna, speak on who's good and who's, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really not no good in music, you know what I'm saying? They always, somebody used to ask me all the time, who you think can beat when it comes to singing? how can you compare singing when you got too many different styles?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you might think somebody can sing better than somebody, but somebody else still might say that this person can sing better. And then we're performing in front of the audience that really don't know music.
That's the
they
truth.
just drinking and dancing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's the truth. That's the truth. And I appreciate you speaking on that, man, because I used to get that all the time. You know, when y'all was doing y'all thing, occupation and stuff like that, people used to always say, man, y'all better than them and this, that. I don't get into that.
Right.
That ain't, you know what I'm saying? I used to look at myself as, I would say, some people may not agree or whatever, but I looked up to Lee, I looked up to Demond because those guys was actually doing it before me. You know what I'm saying? As I said, when I did a Cool Bubba segment, I said, I can remember 1990. And I was playing, I was living over Greenbrier. Man, I stepped up, man, on the back platform, man. Man, literally, when I say that tears was in my eyes, like, man, I looked up there, man, I seen y'all, and then, your brother, God rest his soul, man, loved your brother, man. He was like, look, y'all want to see the little OCC band? And OPP was hot then. And you stepped up the joint like, get out with OPP.
Right.
Man, I was like, man, they doing it. And just the crowd reaction, man, that I said that day, from that day forward, I don't care how long it take me, that's where I want to be. You remember we even tried to start a little drink called Black Magic down there and get basement down 2-0?
Yeah.
And that's love right there, you know what I'm saying? So, like, to be honest with you though, man, like y'all dudes like raised me. And I learned a lot from y'all. I learned a lot from your brother as far as critiquing my craft, even though I literally started out as a number 2 man. Right. So, and then worked my way to be a number 1. Do you have anybody in go-go that you've ever, that you've always wanted to work with? Whether, in a go-go band that you might have, wanted to do, a collaboration with or come up with a groove with. Is there anybody in go-go that you honestly say, you know what, I would love to do some music, with him? Whether it be, all covers, whether it be go-go period, straight go hard, crank, whatever. Is there anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody don't have who they want to, might want to collaborate with, but me is more who I wanted to piece up.
But
from my mind, who I might have wanted to piece up and be in a band with me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of more like, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to play with somebody, maybe it's just more of my ideas of who I say should have been in this band at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what's going on in the Napas right now. And I mean, it's like everybody know where the greats at and where the good at, you know what I'm saying? But it's just some people that want to shy away from certain people getting spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I don't indulge in my brother's band. I'm gonna say my brothers because all them guys are brothers to me, Lee, Greeny, and all them, you know what I'm saying? Now I'd rather spend my time, if I'm gonna do go-go, I'd rather spend my time with up and coming people that's trying to do their thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I already played with people for years and I already know people's character, you know what I'm saying? But I think just to myself personally, what's going on in the Napas right now is that you don't want to put nobody in your band that you want to feel that's running a race with you when it's not even a race. You know what I'm saying? If at the end of the night everybody getting paid the same thing, who doesn't matter that this girl or this and that crew came to see Gambino sing tonight, or came to see PJ sing tonight, or came to see Lee hold it down tonight, or you, you know what I'm saying? So like it really don't matter at the end of the day, but you do have certain brothers that just don't want to really. You know what I'm saying?
And you may never know. I mean, some of us may know who those people are, but a lot of people, will never know that. You know what I mean? But it goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling Cool Bubba, I said, they used to tease me and say, man, every time you had a show, the rest of the band would be on stage, and they always had to call for you. You know what I'm saying? You always had to make a grand entrance. Now, we looked at it as a joke. But honestly, something that people never knew about me was that I had butterflies before every show. So what I did was I went to whatever area where it was quiet, I could gather my thoughts. I walk out. It did feel good. 2% of it felt good for the crowd. Like, there he is. You know what I mean? Put me on and start throwing these sets or whatever. But the minute I gave a sound check and I started getting that receptiveness from the crowd, that was I was in my comfort zone then. So it was good though, man. I can honestly tell you, man, any band you get with makes a big difference. Right. You know what I'm saying? Any band you get with makes a big difference. But do Do you think that that you ever go back and play in a go-go band again, or you leaning towards more so away from it?
I'm leaning more towards away from it. It's only because of it's like a headache right now when it comes to like doing shows, you know what I mean? People money ain't right, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I've been playing in bands longer than the average person around here, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't really never getting nothing to show for it, you know what I'm saying? Not let alone me, but I'm just speaking for my brother too, you know what I'm saying? Darren did a lot of shows for free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That was the love, though. That was from the chest.
That's because we love it. You feel what I'm saying? But now I'm getting too old to just be loving something.
We all is. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like I don't really got the time for it right now. I'm sure I got a chance to play for probably whoever I want, for real. But just the love ain't really there no more for me, for real.
So are you working on it?
But I mean, if we was playing right now, I can jump on stage and get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a problem for you. You know, people ask me all the time, you ain't got it no more. And I know them just throwing shots at me. And I always tell them, hey, look, I keep a can of WD-40 with me. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, I want to appreciate you for coming on the set, man. Doing this, man. It's an honor. Man, like I said, you know, as crazy as it may sound, you're younger than me, but I always looked up to you, man, as far as, you know, because you were one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, as an icon.
That's all I ever want to do for my city, man. Like, I know I inspire people, you know what I'm saying? I just want to still be an inspiration to the up and coming, you know, the youth, all the kids or whatever that's coming up. This is a lot of talent around here, and it's really hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like, the little movement that I'm trying to move with now is like I see a lot of people trying to really do something with their music for real. A lot of them rap or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they trying to reach out to me, telling me and being in my ear like, yo, you supposed to be doing this and doing this, and I'm kind of like, you know what I mean?
Real life.
I'm kind of like in that direction right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, folks, there you have it. It's my man Gambino, Gavin, a.k.a. all of the above. Major go-go icon, man, in my heart. That's where I feel, you know. Once again, I just want to let everybody know, man, listen, please do not take anything that we're saying on this show personal. We're trying to go real far with this. I'm just trying to give everybody who's ever been in a band, you ain't even got to necessarily be in a band right now, just trying to give everybody a voice. But to the next go-go wrap up, straight go-go talk, we'll see y'all, man. We yell at y'all. I'm out.